Hello, hi everybody. It's me again, Amadi. I wanted to do this video because it's been long overdue and yeah, let's get started. So, someone, I'm not going to say the name because I don't know if that person wants me to say their name, but someone asked me, how do you get out of your comfort zone? This is such a good question because I'm just now starting to get out of my comfort zone with certain things, and it took me a long time. So my advice for you and for any of you who are trying to get out of your comfort zone is to do the thing that you fear. Do whatever it is that you fear. And if you hear any beeping or anything, it's just cars coming by because somebody's like moving. But do the thing that you fear. So this is my story. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I love going to the gym, and I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. I love going to the gym, right? And I go every day. Let me fix this. Before I was starting to lose weight and I was overweight, I was like, let's say I was like 265, around that time when I started to lose a little bit of weight. I was 265 and I was very insecure of myself. I thought that no one would ever like me. I felt so unattractive. I was just in my own bubble, and I would go to the gym and I knew that I had to do weight training. But because I was so obese and I was so insecure about like how I looked, I didn't move from the cardio machine. So in the gym, there's a section where there's all cardio machines, ellipticals, stairmasters, treadmills, bicycles, and then they have the other sections where it's the weight training and the free area where you do your abs. You can do your own little circuit workout, a huge area that you can do that. And then they have this other side, which is the side that I'm gonna tell you guys about. They have this other side, and it's, I don't know, I'm gonna bury this today because I've been calling it this, but I call it the guy side. And my brother's like, stop calling it the guy side, it's not the guy side. But basically the guy side, or the guy side was the section in the gym is all the way to the end where the bathrooms are. This is a long story, guys, just stay with me because I'm making a point. So there's a guy side, and you know, guys usually work on chest, back, arms, like those are that's what they like to do. But also on that side is some of the leg workout machines that you have to go over there and get done. So when I was like 265, 270 pounds, I was really fat, I had a huge stomach. I felt very insecure. There were people who, like in my high school years, there were people strangers who would just drive by and yell things at me and tease me because I was drinking juice or something like that. It was crazy. I'll talk about that later. But all the situations that I faced being overweight and insecure in myself as a black woman, I carried that for years and years and years, and it was to the point that I was so shy and in a bubble, like I didn't want anyone to see me. So when I would go to the gym, I would just be walking in, like, and I would just put my head down and go straight to the treadmills and just be on the treadmill for like an hour. When I started to get good at it, because the first time I went to the gym, I couldn't even last 30 minutes. I would just be doing cardio, because I was just so afraid to move to the weight machines and do legs. I'm like, oh my god, like, is anyone gonna laugh at me because they think that it's funny. You know, people laugh at you when you're at the, like, people laugh at obese people that go to the gym because they feel like, oh, she's just gonna eat a burger after this, blah 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 blah. So that's what I thought, and I created all of that stuff in my head until one day, when you do a lot of cardio, you lose fat, of course, but you also start to lose muscle. So I started to get really skinny, not like super skinny, but I started to notice it enough because my body is naturally curvy. I always was big on the chest, small, a little smaller on the waist, and then big hips, big butt, big thighs. That's like how my body always was ever since I hit puberty and even before that. So I started to notice, I was like, oh, I'm losing like my hips, I'm losing my shape, and I'm starting to look like a little skinny. And I did some research, and it said that when you do steady state cardio for long periods of time, you lose fat, but you also lose muscle. So I was like, oh snap, like I'm gonna have to start doing weight training. So I went on YouTube, looked at tons of videos on how to do certain things, how to use certain machines, and then I started getting out of my comfort zone. And I didn't just jump in cold turkey, like doing using all the weight machines, this, that, and the third. I didn't start doing that. I started using just the leg extension machine. I just started doing that, and I would just get on that machine until I was comfortable with that machine. And then I started looking around. Okay, there's the hamstring machine right there. It's only 2 steps away from this machine. Let me go on this machine now and this machine now. And then the next thing you know, I was all over the gym. Now when I come to the gym, it's like I own that. Yo, I own that gym. I don't feel uncomfortable there, nothing like that. And then once I got good with the right side of the gym, which is mostly the cardio, lower body, and then the free area, I started to go more on the upper side of the gym. I met this lady. I'm not sure if she wants me to say her name, but she's an amazing person, and she's like this amazing motivational speaker. And it's so crazy how we met, because I'm like such an introvert and I don't really open up to people at all. But I met her at the gym, and she was like, oh, like I always see you here, how many days you work out a week? And she started to learn more about my story and my transformation, and I started to work out with her and teach her new different things. And we did crazy leg days. But then when it was time to do upper body, I do all my upper body with like dumbbells, because that's what's over on the right side of the gym that I was comfortable being on. And she was like, yo, you don't ever go on that side? And I was like, nah, I don't go on that side. And she was like, why? I was like, because all the guys are over there. And that's something that I could never, I could never get used to. When I was younger, I would always watch these shows like Hannah Montana, Disney Channel, and all the kids, they looked like kids. Like they had the girls, they looked like little girls. They had little girl bodies, but I didn't have a little girl body as a kid. And I always felt weird about it, because it was like, yo, why do I have a whole set of boobs at this age? Like, I'm young, I'm a young kid. And even when I was like 9, 10, and I started developing, it was this one time my mom bought me a denim skirt. I will never forget this. And it wasn't tight or anything, but because I had curves, you could see my curves a little bit in it, but it wasn't tight, it wasn't inappropriate. I put it on with a brown shirt that had like a little bunny on it. Like, come on, like you could tell that I'm a kid. And I had bobos in my hair and everything. And my mom and my dad weren't together, so I would spend time with my mom. Like, I live with my mom, and then my dad would come and take us out for the weekend sometimes. So we went out with him, me and my brother, and then when we were coming back to the house, to my mom's house, he was dropping us off. It was these two groups of guys, and they looked like they were my dad's age or a little bit younger. And I think my dad was like 40 something at the time, I don't know. So we're walking, trying to go to the house, and then they're coming down the sidewalk. And one of the guys was checking me out, and I didn't know what checking me out was at the time. I'm like a little kid, I'm 10, 9 years old. So I was just looking at him like, what is he looking at? Like, do I have something on my face? And then my dad slowed down. He told us to walk ahead of him. And then when the guy met up, when my dad met up with the guy, when they finally met up with each other, my dad went off of him. Like, he went off. And my dad goes off, my mom goes off. Like, I don't know how I end up being the soft one, but they gave birth to a soft girl. Yeah, my dad went off of him. He was just like, what are you looking at? Like, she's young. You know how dads are with their daughters. I remember coming in the house that night, and in my room I had this tall mirror, and I just looked at myself and I just started crying. And I had all these pictures of like Disney Channel, Hannah Montana, and you know they don't have no type of shape like that. Hannah Montana is the straight down, no offense. All the girls on like the shows that I would watch as a kid, they looked like kids, and I didn't look like a kid. And so many of these kids TV shows didn't have a lot of black representation. So That's So Raven was like the only one that made me feel like, oh, okay, you know, there are curvy girls, you know, around my age. But she was a little older at the time. Anyway, I digress. So ever since then, I just felt like my body was a problem, and that being curvy was a problem, and it only gets you unwanted attention. It made me feel like H-O-E, spell that out. I never really liked it until I started to grow up and I saw everybody was trying to get a body that looked like mine. So I was like, okay, like I have it naturally, this is great. But my point is, I never went on that side of the gym until just recently. If it wasn't for my friend that I met at the gym, I would have never went over there, because I was always scared. And even now it's like, okay, I'm a woman, I'm a curvy woman, I'm a black woman, I attract people, and people are going to come up to me and try to talk to me. Some could be, a lot of the attention is unwanted, like disrespectful, and I don't like that. I never wanted that. And then there's some people who are genuinely nice. You're gonna come across that. It's not like, oh my God, like, you know, I don't want no one to come. People are gonna come up to you. You're attractive, you look good, girl. I'm a black woman. My father is fine, my mom is fine, so I'm fine, okay? And people are gonna come up to you too. And I was always afraid. I didn't want to be that girl at the gym. I told my friend that I met at the gym this. I was like, I don't want to be that girl at the gym that got all the guys trying to talk to. Like, I just want to go and get my workout in. And guess what happened? When I started to lose weight and I started to become more confident in myself and project that energy, I was projecting that energy out, coming to the gym. Every time I checked in, I smiled at everybody. I said hi to everyone. My face started to get more familiar in the gym because I was coming every single day. So there was people coming up to me just to say, hey, what's up? I see you working hard in the gym. I started to just say to myself, like, I'm taking away what I could be gaining by not going on that side of the gym. There's certain body parts that I can't hit from just using the dumbbells. I have to go on that side and use the cable machine, all these different types of things. And slowly I started going over to that side, like slowly. That's what I'm saying. When you're getting out of your comfort zone, slowly go. You don't have to, if you want to go cold turkey, fine. That's all power to you. I commend you, because I cannot go cold turkey. But slowly, just gradually go in. If there's a guy that you like and he looks so good and you always see him at the library or something, whatever, and you're thinking, oh, he'll never talk to someone like me, that's bull crap. He's probably somebody you wouldn't even like anyway. But if you really want to speak to him and you're just like, you're thinking about it so much, just stop thinking about it. Say hello. Or you could just smile. And a lot of guys, I've done research and watched videos, and a lot of guys say that they want to talk to some girl, but her facial expression is unwelcoming, so they don't. So if you just start by smiling at someone or saying hi, or like if you're afraid to go to the movies by yourself, go. Like, I don't know how you can really do something, but just start doing the things that you fear. And then when you get into it, you're just like, yo, why did I think that? Why? Like, why did I think that this was what's gonna happen? If you want to get out of your comfort zone, slowly slide into it. Start doing the small steps. Small steps, and then soon you'll see, once you finally get into it, it's like, I should have been done this. You're wasting your life being afraid of things, like really wasting your life being afraid of things. I really want you guys to start doing the things that scare you, because that's when you really start living. And I'm still going through it. Don't think that I'm just like this perfect person that's done everything. No, guys, I'm going through it. And if you knew what I was going through right now, you would be like, wow, this girl needs to meet Oprah. But start doing the things that scare you. Just start talking to that person at the gym that you like. Start going to the movies by yourself. Start going to lunch by yourself. Start raising your hand in class. That's another thing I didn't do in high school towards the end of the year, senior year. In English class, senior year, there'll be all these open topics about things, and some of these kids, their opinions was just so irrational. Like, I was just like, just in class, just hearing people and just thinking like, wow, like you really think like that? And then some topics would be about race. Like, we were just talking about all these different things. When it's senior time, you can ask the teacher to speak about certain things because you're basically done with high school. And I was so afraid of raising my hand, and the quietness, the whole quietness of the class while I'm speaking, and me hearing my voice, and everyone hearing me for the first time, because I never really talked in high school. I was the girl that did plays, I did my dance shows, and then I would just go home. I had like 3 friends, they were fake, and that was basically it. Like, I was not talking or anything. So just the thought of people hearing my own opinion and knowing a little bit more about me because of my opinion scared me. So I never rose my hand. So slowly, just try to get out of things. I'm sorry for this long-winded video and all my stories, but hopefully you grabbed something from my story. I'm gonna be doing more videos often, and I hope you guys watch them, and I hope you I hope you watched them, and I hope you took something from this video. If you have a question yourself and you're afraid to ask me, or you want it to be private, just know that all of my questions that I get are anonymous. You can comment below if you want to comment below, or you can DM me on my Instagram at Amadi Carter, or my Facebook Amadi Carter. And yeah, like, just live your life, do the things that you're afraid to do, like, and don't ever think anyone is too good for you. No one's too good for you. I'm learning that as well. No one is too good for you. So that guy that you want to talk to so bad, he probably stinks, or he probably has a bad attitude, or he's just like, he's probably just not your type. And yeah, that can happen too. That, you know, that can happen too. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot, which is why I have a YouTube channel, but just know, just start doing the things that you love to do. I'm starting to really get in a place where I'm loving myself and I'm learning my worth, which is just such a beautiful thing. Amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. It is such a beautiful place to be in, and I have a long journey to go. But I know before, who I was before, you guys wouldn't even think I was the same person. So I'm gonna make a video about that. As I'm starting to learn it, I want to learn more, and then I'll be able to teach you guys more about that. But get out of your comfort zone, start doing the things that you fear. Slide in anyone's DMs, the guy that you want to talk to, the girl that you want to talk to, slide in her DMs politely, you know, politely. And yeah, like, that's all I have to say. Hopefully this video helped you. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and send me more questions, because I need more topics to talk about, you guys. All right.